Hello out there in Streamland. I am Sven, your game master, and we are getting ready to do some Starfinder Dead Suns. We're in Book 4, The Ruined Clouds, and joining us we have Logan, Roberta, and Reno. Everybody say hi. All right, try it one more time. Everybody say hello. No, we're not. All right, so I had the same issue the other night, and I don't remember. Give me just a second, guys. I gotta get my make a new sound because it doesn't like this. Audio output. All right. So Roberta, say hi. Minus. Are you sure? Yes. Desktop audio. Desktop audio. All right. Go ahead. Offline pics. All right, stream. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm not sure why this isn't working. Let's try this one more time. Everything was working before. And default, okay.
Ah.
Aha. It looks like we might have it. Roberta, say hi.
Hello. Hola.
All right. Cool. We are live and ready to go. Hey, Atomic Hero Squad is jumped on to the chat just in time. It's like we knew what we were doing the whole time. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, he's a gamer. He does games every morning, streams games on Twitch every morning, and
It's a lot of games.
but he doesn't do it on the weekends, so I was a little sad because I work on the weekends, so I went to put him on Saturday and Sunday, and he wasn't there. But Monday through Friday, he's there early in the morning. And Ron, you'll like it because he does starts off with the racing games. So, all right, so we should be ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Yeah, he says he has to have a couple of days off, so that's fine. Whatever. All right, so let's do. It's been a couple minutes since we've had some introductions. So, uh, Roberta, tell us a little bit about Zarel.
She's a Lashunta. She has a spider for a familiar. Um, She is a mystic. She's a what is it? A paranormal investigator. What else can I say? She's just one badass, awesome woman.
Very nice. All right. And so Ron, once again, let me release the characters. All right, you should be able to grab them now. All right, so Ron, tell us a little bit about Serena.
Operative. Fake. My vocals.
Are you able to hear him, Roberta?
Yes, I can hear him. I'm just trying to get this thing working, and it says that my camera's in use by another process.
Yes, it is. So go ahead and go to OBS Ninja and sign off. Click the little red phone.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
And now go back into the Ninja, and it'll ask you what camera to use, and you want to grab the XSplit one.
It ain't giving me anything. It just says the same thing. How do I refresh this thing?
Close it all the way out, and then go back into Fantasy Grounds and click the link again.
Okay. I meant into. I meant how do I reset the XSplit? Never mind.
You shouldn't need to. You can just close it, and then when you run OBS, it should automatically find it.
Okay, you're not understanding what I'm saying. It didn't change anything after I closed out OBS. It still had the same message. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
My volume. I switched out headphones.
Ooh.
Did I say?
I can hear you a lot better than I could before. I'm waiting to see what the stream does.
Okay.
I'm using a tablet, so my tablet is old and hand cranked and takes forever. So I have a big lag when I'm using the tablet.
So sorry about that.
It's all right. We were checking on a couple things anyway. All right, so I do not have a picture of Zarel. I'm gonna have to dig around and
Why
find
not?
her again.
She's on my token. Can't copy it from there.
Right, I was just trying to find the full body picture of her. She's her face is one of the iconic Starfinders. Paragons is what they're called.
Oh, okay.
So I just had to grab it again. It's it's also on the stream. So, and by the way, I like your circle now, Ron, around your camera. It worked well.
To that.
Oh, that's awesome.
2 different size holes and see which one works best. And yet have screen on this side, but it happens to be wider than
All right, so you were working just fine, Roberta,
Me?
but now you're gone.
Yeah,
Is that on purpose?
I did it on
Okay,
purpose. I'm shooting myself, and then I'll be right back.
okay, just making sure. Awesome. So yeah, so Ron, you were asking about XSplit, the background. So Roberta just added it to her camera, so when she comes back up, you'll see what it looks like with the watermark. That's the free version.
Okay.
All right, folks, so let's go ahead and get rolling here. Let me pull up the map. All right, so last week you guys were searching through and had found you're now on the ninth floor of this skyscraper. You have found the stairs, which is relatively significant. I'm getting some feedback. Is anybody else hearing that?
No.
I'm getting like a tiny bit of weird noise. I don't know what it is. It's a bit weird.
Okay.
It's only
Um. Anyway, so you guys had found the stairs. So and then worked your way around. This is a bunch of cubicle-like small offices, um, and a bunch of computers and things. Nothing of real value until you came to a room with a secretary. And it turned out that she said she was busy, you need to leave, and you didn't, so she immediately then turned into a ghost, which you then fought and destroyed. Then you went and into the room where you're in now, where you found a tactical Skyfire sword. And with a little bit of engineering, you were able to get a battery pack to work on this thing. And basically, it's similar to like sort of like a lightsaber in that it ignites shoots plasma along its blade, which it then ignites. So as you're using it, you're swinging around a plasma blade.
very sweet.
I'm waiting for my inventory to pop up. My fantasy grounds keeps being weird.
You're being weird.
All right, so it's +2 Skyfire sword, by the way, which is magical. And I think it's like the first magical weapon you guys have found that's has a plus to it. Starfinder does not have anywhere near the normal like +1 items, +2 items that Dungeons and Dragons, for example, would have. Um, it has some really high level, some cool weapons, but the magical pluses are pretty far and few between. So nobody has it yet. It's still in your inventory. Every charge batteries are still in your inventory. So and somebody found a ring and put it in their pocket, but I didn't put who has it, so there's still a ring that hasn't been identified either.
What was the ring? Do you remember?
Well, it hasn't been identified, so nobody knows. You guys found it.
I thought we knew where it came from, like what planet or where it originated from. We just didn't know much about it. I think we gave it to Serena.
Okay. It's got two bands. It's double band, and it's made of mithril and adamantine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we gave it to Serena because it came from her world. Planet, whatever.
All right, so I'll put her name next to it. And then once you guys figure out what it is, I'll give it to her. Basically, it's going to requires a mysticism check or the identify spell. Just keep in mind if you're going to try to identify it through the mysticism and it's cursed, you are stuck with it.
Okay.
Being stuck with.
Because identifying it by mysticism means putting it on and trying different things until something happens.
Most likely to try that.
Is that me?
All right, so there you guys are. What would you like to do? Any questions, any comments as to what's going on and where you are? Just for my own curiosity, is anybody else watching the stream? I know Logan and Roberta at times have had it up before.
I'm not tonight.
I don't because my
Okay.
computer doesn't like Twitch for some reason, so it just never really works on my computer.
Okay, cool. I will try something else then. Okay, so if there are no other questions or comments, let me know what you want to do. Did I give you the ghost? We cannot hear you, Ron. I can see your voice moving, your lips moving, but I can't hear you.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
There we
Okay,
go.
heard you that time.
We had decided that we were going to be about it. Determined. The stairs.
Dude. So we heard like the first 5 words and then nothing. I don't know what's going on with your mic, my friend.
I'm holding it out.
So the other night when we were playing, you were extremely soft, and so when you held it up, we could hear you. This one is just cutting out. You're loud when it comes through, but it doesn't come through all the time. Try it on this phone.
Just try with the headphone. I Testing.
Okay, we heard that.
Everybody heard that, or just you?
I heard that.
Repeat what I've already said. We're all going upstairs. Decided it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's roll.
So you still have this bottom corner section. If you zoom out a little bit, you should be able to see that most of the map has been explored except for this last, the stuff straight to your east.
Okay.
You haven't looked through those if you wanted to.
All right, let's just check those out and upstairs.
So the layout of this is such that the doors are all on the outside, so the north or the south. And so these would be on the south wall.
And we didn't already cover this area. It's right off the foyer.
So you went along pretty much the north wall, came around by the stairs, and then came along the south wall. So all you have left is this one little section here.
All right. Where's the door?
So the door where you are is by Dorson, behind Dorson.
Oh.
This was like the only room that had a weird door, besides the bathrooms.
All right. Serena's gonna open the door real quick. On the intercom. All right, guys, let's do this.
All right.
Cool.
In.
So whatever you're doing is working, Ron. We can hear you consistently, so that's nice. It's nice and loud.
Sure it is. All right. So, you see anything in here?
So this first room is like most of the others. Does not appear to have anything of interest in it.
Step in, back out. Anything going?
So it's a mirror of the room next to it. Again, it has an old desk with a built-in computer in it that's broken and cobwebby, dust, and from the few that you've looked at, none of these computers seem to be operational anymore or worth anything. They look to be more data processing as opposed to scientific or things like that.
Okay, cool. This door.
So real quick, Nosy, can you see Steve?
Yes.
There we go. Okay, I just turned it back on. I just realized I had turned him off for some reason. Okay, um, so in this particular case, um, Serena, go ahead and give me a perception check. DC is 15. All right, so yeah, I gotta have to get used to the DCs in this. They're a little bit higher. So you notice along the eastern wall that there's parts of it that are buckled a little bit. It looks like something is pushing from the eastern side, and there's even a couple places down toward the bottom where it looks like some sort of blue crystal or something is piercing through the wall from the east.
Means that until let's see, we got something going next door, I think.
Which way is east?
To the right.
Thank you.
All right, so she's gonna step out of the out of the way from do a magical check. Detect magic.
Yes, there's magic coming from the crystal.
And check it out. In this room.
No, it's just the piece, and like I said, the wall is being buckled, and it looks like it's being pushed a little bit in different places down, especially toward the bottom. And there's a couple pieces of crystals jutting up through it, piercing through the wall, and those are magic.
So that you can't pick them up or anything.
Not from here, no. You might be able to break them
Just
off
putting.
and use some sort of tool or something, but from
All right, so get ready in the door. Explain to everybody else. Interesting. It's also causing buckling. Room next door. So you have to be very cautious. I know he's going to be at the ready.
what do you mean at the ready? What are you gonna have holding in your
Preparing
hand and
herself
stuff?
mentally and physically for something to go down.
All right, and what are you holding?
Expecting something blind. Ooh, pretty.
All right, so as you open the door, you see that most of the rear of the room has these crystals coming up out and growing out of the floor and up along the wall. Um, and they're, it looks like the ones along the western side have sort of grown up and through, pushed up against the wall, and have pierced through the wall a little bit. Um, and it looks to be covering about 10, 10 feet or so. And it's some of them jut up to be 5 or 6 feet high, and the floor is covered
Crystals there.
with these crystals.
All right, so she'll go and investigate anything that floor that the loose. Are they all part of this one big thing?
Come on, there we go.
Be careful. No, see, we don't know what the integrity of the floor is like with them jutting through the wall like that. Could be jutting through the floor.
Right.
All right, so as you step into the room and move over to the side a little bit, both you and Zarel hear this huge crack, sort of like a glacial crack, um, as like a sound of ice or splitting as these crystals start to move and shake and start moving towards you. and they take form. And everybody give me initiative.
A crystal monster for real.
Come on.
Good roll.
All right, and Logan, go ahead and roll for everybody. So, Dorson, you are not sure what's going on. Zarael, your turn.
Okay. Can't do that.
Okay, so let's
Ooh,
change that, shall we?
speed up.
All right, so folks, this is a huge creature, so we're going to change it down from a huge creature to, if I can remember where it is, there it is. Space and reach is going to be 10. 10,
Greedy
10.
for one target.
There we go. All right. Boom. And then we'll make it smaller. Boom. There we go.
So I
All
throw
right.
a disc at it. Hopefully pieces of it break off.
I've got my comet tracker covered. Give me just a second here as I unbury it. See if it hits. It does. All right, and so as you form this disc, force, it goes slamming into it and ricocheting off several of the crystals. And you hear it like a ringing ring as it refracts off some of the smaller ones. Little pieces of it come flying off.
Yay.
Are you going to have Aura be involved?
Not right now.
Hurrah.
All right, Nosy.
She thinks this is a living thing, or is just like if it's like a. She been able to identify and
What is the duration of your detect magic? And go ahead and give me a physical science check as well.
is 1 minute.
All right, so
Physical
give me
science, you said?
physical science. Yep. 15.
You're right.
It's 25 plus 1/2 would be 5 because it's a CR 11. So it would be 30. Oof. All right, so you think this thing, so because you've seen golems in this building already and you've stamina, so it won't do anything until you get all the way down to your hit point damage. But it lasts quite a while, so it's totally up to you.
That's down till 60, right? At 10.
You have 10 fatigue, 81 stamina, so you have 71 left.
Okay. All right. Formation. She's gifted.
Yes, just go ahead and roll it, and I'll put it on there.
Okay, cool.
He'll show up in just a minute.
Drills little microscopic holes through all of us as the lens reflects out. The laser refracts out. All right.
You gonna move or
So
anything else?
take a step this direction. Give the intercom. Say, hey, a laser wasn't working on.
Not working.
Seems to have similar property to a rock type of rock mine.
All right, and Serena.
To sneak attack, trick attack. Using her solar sword.
Okay, dude, killing me.
That's well. I roll and
10, 15, 20. Yep, so
yes.
go ahead and roll your trick attack, see if it works. 5 on a dice is not, well,
That wasn't.
oh, that was your attack. Okay, that wasn't your trick attack. So this 16 is not enough. 5, still 5 on a dice. Again, this is lots of crystal and rock and stuff. So as this thing lumbers, it starts forming, and you see the crystals are